on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Good evening and welcome to the GBN television news for Friday, October 29th, 2021. In the headlines, 24-year-old Guyanese Shane Ann Ambrose charged with non-capital murder after allegedly confessing to poisoning her lover. The National Democratic Congress to elect its political leader this weekend. Medical doctor Francis Martin encourages Grenadians with respiratory illnesses and sensitive skin to protect themselves from exposure to particles from the Sahara dust and the volcanic ash. Coming up in around the globe, Guyana's COVID-19 task force is considering implementing a fully vaccinated mandate for people entering the country. Internationally, a British trawler has been seized by France. And coming up in sports, West Indies defeat Bangladesh by 3 runs in T20 World Cup do-or-die match. We're bringing the details of these and other stories straight ahead.
Are you a small business and would like your business to grow? Do you have an event, products or services that people should know about? Be wise. Advertise. Book your spot on GBN Shopping Guide. Be part of Grenada's biggest advertising media, the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Call our sales department now on 440-2446 or 440-3033 or GBN plus the number sign. Email us at sales@gbn.gd. Special conditions apply.
Thanks for joining us with the news in detail. I am Blossom Alexis Welsh. It is a story that evoked mixed emotions. Grenadians were surprised when, through a social media video, a young woman in tears confessed to killing her then lover for what she said was his alleged sexual molestation of her young daughter. After months of investigation, police have arrested, charged, and cautioned Shane Ann Ambrose, a 24-year-old resident of Guyana, who resided at the time at Simon St. Andrew. She was charged for the offense of non-capital murder in connection with the death of Clifford Marshall of Guave St. John. Chrislina John has the details.
A bit emotional, Shane Ann Ambrose exited the Grenville Magistrates Court earlier today, formally charged and cautioned for the offense of non-capital murder in connection with the death of Clifford Marshall. The 24-year-old national of Nonso, New Amsterdam, Berbice, Guyana, who resided at Simon St. Andrew, was then transported to the Grenville police station for processing. Corporal Cordina Douglas McLean spoke with the media.
A Guyanese national by the name of Shane Ann Ambrose, a 24-year-old. She appeared at the Grenville Magistrates Court today. She was charged with the offense of non-capital murder in connection with the death of Clifford Marshall. That would have occurred sometime in June, at the 26th of June, 2021. Ms. Marshall made her first court appearance this morning. She was not represented by counsel, and she was remanded to custody at Her Majesty's prison. She is scheduled to reappear in court on November 12, 2021.
Shielding her face, Shane Ann was then escorted from the Grenville police station to Her Majesty's prison, where she will spend the next 11 days pending her second court appearance. Back in August this year, a video went viral of a female who identified herself as a Guyanese national confessing to poisoning her lover. In the video, Ambrose says she was driven to action because of the alleged sexual assault of her 3-year-old daughter on several occasions. She alleges that those acts were conducted by her then-lover, Mr. Clifford Marshall, who brought her to Grenada. Photographs of her and Mr. Marshall are featured on her Facebook page. A notice of death indicated that Mr. Marshall, formerly of Clocher St. John, who resided at Simone St. Andrew, passed away on Wednesday, the 23rd June 2021 at the age of 56. The woman says in the video that she decided to take matters into her own hands and used a poisonous substance. In the aftermath of his death, she has been questioning whether that caused his demise. Ambrose will make her next court appearance on November 12, 2021. Christina John, GBN News.
Medical doctor Francis Martin is warning people with respiratory illnesses and sensitive skin that particles from the Sahara dust and the volcanic ash in the atmosphere over Grenada can cause some serious and mild reactions to Grenadians. As such, he has given tips to individuals on how to better protect themselves. We get more in this report.
Grenadians who have sensitive skin and respiratory illnesses can be seriously affected by the Sahara dust and volcanic ash from the eruption of the La Palma volcano in the Canary Islands hovering over Grenada. Forecasters at the Met Office at the Maurice Bishop International Airport issued a dust hazy advisory for the state of Grenada on Thursday. Medical practitioner Dr. Francis Martin says that particles from the atmosphere can create an allergic reaction on the skin or eyes and trigger asthmatic attacks in some people.
Both the Sahara dust and the volcanic ash, they can cause severe inflammation or an inflammatory process on the surface of the lungs, and that can actually stimulate an asthma attack in some people. It can actually stimulate skin reactions or allergic reactions in other people. And for the volcanic ash in particular, because the ash is really minute particles of stone really that has broken up, it can be very abrasive. So persons can develop serious eye reactions, corneal scratching of the eyes, and these issues. And so that's why they are of concern to us as humans.
People with sensitive skin are advised to wear long clothing, while those with irritated eyes are asked to obtain the necessary eye drops and other prescribed medicine to tackle the issue.
Challenging. What I would recommend for people with asthma is most asthmatics know that they are actually on two types of medicines, the Ventolin and the Becotide. The nickname for the Ventolin is called the reliever. It means it relieves an asthma attack. And the nickname for Becotide is the preventer, because that's the steroid. It prevents an attack. So at this stage, you probably want to have your preventer on hand, your Becotide, and you probably might want to take them even if you're not having a reaction, because by taking it, it actually prevents a reaction from coming on or prevents an asthma attack from coming on. Of course, if you're not successful and an asthma attack actually still comes on, then of course you want to add the Ventolin with it.
The medical practitioner is also calling on parents to teach their children how to identify the signs of a respiratory attack.
I have learned that many of us as Grenadians who are prescribed inhalers like Ventolin and Becotide actually don't even know how to use it. A lot of doctors prescribe inhalers, but not many doctors take the time to teach the patients how to use an inhaler. And I found that to be very, very instructive. So parents want to make sure that they visit a medical professional and learn how to use your inhaler. You put the inhaler into your mouth, you breathe out all your air, then you do a puff, and as you do the puff, you take a long suck into your lungs. So it goes something like this. And hold for 10 seconds.
The medical practitioner is also calling on parents to teach their children how to identify the signs of a respiratory attack. People whose asthmatic symptoms require using inhalers more than 3 times per day have been advised to seek medical intervention. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
And that's the end of the first segment of news. Still to come, Minister of Health Nicholas Steele says low vaccination levels continue to put the economy at risk.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Across Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, Flow has been the leading telecommunications provider for decades. As we continue to work for you, we are modernizing our fixed network and transitioning all customers to our latest technology. By the end of 2021, the new network offers customers faster speeds, better quality, and a more reliable service experience with faster fault detection and repair time. Upgrading to the new network is free. Just visit any of our retail outlets. Look out for sales agents in your community. Call our virtual store at 444-3569 or send us a text via WhatsApp at 407-3569. Remember, as we transition to our new network, we are simultaneously shutting down our older network. To avoid service interruption, arrange to make your move to the new network as soon as possible. Flow, committed to connecting our communities.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Let's get tough on breed your larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, for police for them thieving fellas. To all the farmers, don't steal produce from your brother. Then you sell it to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop breed larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report breed larceny, call 300.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Ariza. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. Owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. For more information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
Get ready for Sunday, October 31st from 6 p.m. as Mega Force Promotions presents the 31st edition of YT Virtual Bingo.
This time you can win
$12,000.
Wow!
Tickets cost only $12. But wait, if you purchase 2 tickets, you only pay $20. Get your tickets now from numerous box offices island-wide in Grenada. Or if you're playing overseas, tickets are only available at gotofet.com. Sunday, October 31st. Join the fun online when you play YT Virtual Bingo. The new way to play bingo.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank. Republic Bank remains committed to providing all its valued customers with high quality and personalized service in a safe and comfortable environment. In order to maintain COVID-19 protocols while serving you, it has become necessary to arrange an appointment with your relationship officer or the customer service representative at your branch for the following products and services: loans, overdrafts, credit cards, new accounts to include savings, checking, certificate of deposit, and foreign currency, reactivation of dormant accounts, and private banking for existing customers only. You may also log on to our website, complete the application form for the service required, and submit via email to your specific branch. Requests for appointment can also be emailed to customerservice@republicgrenada.com or via private message on our Facebook page. For private banking service, kindly contact your specific branch via telephone. We look forward to welcoming you.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to the news. The Minister of Infrastructure Development, Public Utilities, Transport and Implementation, Senator Norland Cox, has confirmed the appointment of former banker Michael Ponty Archibald as a member of the Grenada Electricity Services Limited Board of Directors. Mr. Archibald replaces Devon Charles, who served in the position of Deputy Chairman of Grenlec. The other members of the Grenlec Board of Directors are Winifred Duncan Phillip, Linda George Francis, Kent Mitchell, Dorset Cromwell, Dwayne Noel, Alexandra Otway Noel, and Kay Simon. The appointment was made during last week's Thursday annual general meeting of the company. The board is currently chaired by Sean Charles. In other news, Minister of Health Nicola Steele is warning Grenadians that low vaccination levels will continue to put the economy at risk. Grenada's latest COVID dashboard records show that 31,417 people are fully vaccinated and 6,788 people are partially vaccinated. Speaking during Wednesday's post-cabinet briefing, Minister Steele said the low vaccination uptick and the need for protection require urgent action by the government to implement regulations to help cushion the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic.
None of us have the right to choose something that jeopardizes our fellow citizens' life. And that's where this conflict, this debate arises. So the economic cost of trying to reopen some of these sectors without having a vaccination policy is far worse. The risk far greater. And that is why we choose that direction.
The minister said it is easier for government to enforce regulations and close key sectors to manage the COVID-19 situation than to deal with high death and hospitalization rates.
It is not the ideal solution, I agree. It is not something that any government likes to do, of putting regulations that are pressuring individuals. But that pressure is the lesser of two evils from our point than the deaths. And that is what we're trying to avoid. And the infections, that is what we're trying to avoid and trying to prevent. We recognize that individuals have a choice, but with your choice comes a responsibility. And your choice cannot jeopardize the life of somebody else.
According to the last dashboard published on Thursday night, there are 126 active COVID-19 cases on the island, of which 4 are new. There are 6 people hospitalized and no COVID-19 related deaths were recorded between Wednesday and Thursday night. And now for this week's entertainment beat, GBN's Krista Campbell puts the compassion under the microscope.
What do you think of when you hear the word compassion? Maybe you think of giving out soup at a soup kitchen or helping someone to the car with their groceries. Compassionate acts may be good or small, but what is compassion really? Well, people define compassion in different ways. Some believe that showing caring, kindness, or a willingness to help others is compassion. Others believe true compassion goes beyond the understanding of another's suffering, as compassionate people feel compelled to do something to help or relieve the suffering they are confronted with. 9-time Calypso Monarch of Grenada, Edson King Ajamo Mitchell, produced a lyrical piece that puts compassion under the microscope.
We together. Let's try to be our brother's keeper. No more time for hating each other. We are neighbors, sisters, and brothers. Let compassion reign. Let us mend that chain. Let us all embrace love and make this world a better place.
Mitchell, who in 1998 was appointed a member of the Order of the British Empire, explained that the significance of this production hinges on the challenges facing the world at present due to COVID-19. He said the aim of the song is to bring hope and encouragement to people.
Only thoughts and dreams of peace will be impossible to find. We'll only live to fight another day. Another day. It's the ones that rest on the minds. On the mind. Oh. Let us walk on this thing together. Let's do it for our children's future. If we change our selfish behavior, this whole world could be so much sweeter. So let compassion reign. Let us mend that chain. Let us all embrace love and make this world a better place. Yo, 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 yo. Mr. Lex,
the song has an accompanying music video which features 25 local artists from home and abroad. King Ajamu, as he is commonly known, regarded the project as, quote, the most significant ever undertaken in his musical career, unquote. He also said that COVID-19 reminds people to take nothing for granted and emphasized that people must focus on how they treat each other, especially during this COVID-19 time. For this week's Entertainment Beat, I am Krista Campbell reporting.
And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Rena Perry-Thomas has been looking around the platforms.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz Report.
A post-pandemic demand surges and the economy tries to recover. Delays at ports around the world have driven up prices for everyday goods, and there's no immediate end in sight. A bottleneck in the global supply chain and increased freight and prices on basic goods could potentially lead to small business closure. GBN brought this story, and you, our online audience, took to the comment section to air your views. Kito Francis said the government has to subside and help out the people of Grenada. I don't care what you all say. We can't have people can't get their basic needs because it's too expensive. That's not working. Don McIntosh commented, we should be looking at a way of cutting out sugar in our diet, not how to make it cheaper. Our people are prone to diabetes. A sugary diet is a major contributor to diabetes. Ron Charles wrote, a country that depends on imports is a country that will be a bottom feeder. Where is our ingenuity to feed ourselves? We have a soil that is second to none, yet we are waiting on others to feed us. This world is turned upside down. The nation that has no natural resources in their soil are looked upon as rich. Something is wrong with our thinking. Hope one day we can wake up from this hypnotic state. And finally, Maria Calise commented, Grenada had so much sugar cane at one time. Why has not the government had its focus on that? Everything Grenada importing. Where is tourism now? And it will get worse before it gets better. That's the buzz for now. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN eyesore lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Genevieve Bartholomew, student of St. Andrew's Roman Catholic School, submitted this exotic perennial vine commonly known as air potato or air yam. It is a member of the yam family and native to Asia and sub-Saharan Africa. Today, it can be found throughout Florida, the Pacific Islands, and even Caribbean countries like Grenada. Genevieve's air potato has been found to be a great source of flavonoids, which are powerful antioxidants with inflammatory benefits. Over in Asia, it is used in traditional medicine as a remedy for diarrhea, sore throat, and jaundice. We thank our citizen journalist Genevieve Bartholomew for this exotic submission. Continue to send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Stay with us. Still to come, inspection of fishing vessels begin on Monday. The details next.
We are all essential in the fight against COVID-19.
At Courts, we're doing our part and we encourage you to stay at home, stay safe, and shop online at www.shopcourts.com.
For added convenience, our Courts online customers will receive free delivery and get up to 20% off televisions, appliances, and homewares. Plus, if you shop with Ready Finance, you will pay nothing down for 60 days. Now, you can stay home, shop online, and save.
Remember, do the essential. Wear a mask, wash your hands, practice social distancing, stop the spread.
Store foods safely in the event of an emergency or disaster. Check expiry dates and store items that are closer to expiration at the front of the cupboard. Protect opened packages of dried items from pests and losing freshness by placing them in containers with lids. Always keep food covered and stored away from cleaning items. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council in collaboration with the Ministry of Health with support from the Pan American Health Organization.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand-name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us. Effective Monday, November 1st, the St. George's branch of CGI, Consumers Guarantee Insurance Company Limited, will be moving to its new location at Steele's Commercial Complex, Grandance, St. George's. Our telephone and fax numbers will remain the same: 440-0217 and 440-6447. We apologize for any inconvenience caused by this relocation, and we look forward to serving you.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, Flow has been the leading telecommunications provider for decades. As we continue to work for you, we are modernizing our fixed network and transitioning all customers to our latest technology. By the end of 2021, the new network offers customers faster speeds, better quality, and a more reliable service experience with faster fault detection and repair time. Upgrading to the new network is free. Just visit any of our retail outlets. Look out for sales agents in your community. Call our virtual store at 444-3569 or send us a text via WhatsApp at 407-3569. Remember, as we transition to our new network, we are simultaneously shutting down our older network. To avoid service interruption, arrange to make your move to the new network as soon as possible. Flow, committed to connecting our communities.
Welcome back. National Democratic Congress will conduct the country's first virtual convention and party election this weekend as Grenada moves closer to its constitutionally due general elections in 2023. Cherian Blackman-Stephen has this report.
There is no rebuilding without you and I. This is the theme under which the delegates of the National Democratic Congress will meet on Sunday for a historic convention. Public Relations Officer for the party, Claudette Joseph, says delegates and contenders for the different positions on the National Executive Council have been preparing themselves for this pivotal and historical party convention that will see the election of a new executive under a new leader. She said it is expected that youth and energy will be blended with maturity and experience. One of the contenders is the former Public Relations Officer for the new National Party, Terry Forrester. He says he's tried, tested, and proven.
Last night I was part of a presentation which the party convened so that interested persons for various offices can, make a presentation to delegates and supporters. And I may add, this is something very, very new. I have never experienced this in the many years I served with the NNP, and this is democracy at its best, giving an opportunity to the party support base, to the leadership, to delegates, to probe and question interested persons in high-level positions like political leader, deputy, etc.
Corporate lawyer Dickon Mitchell and businessman Philip Telesford are also looking to take the leadership position.
It's 38 years to the day since the 19th of October, 1983. And we need only compare the strides made between, for example, 1979 and 1983, and the strides made by Grenada since 1983 to recognize that we are at a crossroad, and that we need to pivot Grenada in a direction that enables the sustained and wholesome development of our citizens. And therefore, I join the National Democratic Congress as the National Democratic Congress intends to do just that. That is to put the people of Grenada first.
According to the reports coming out of the party's headquarters, the position of the deputy political leader will be contested by acting political leader Adrian Persuader Thomas, current PRO Claudette Joseph, and economist Lennox Andrews. In preparation, members participated in a series of pre-convention activities, including debates and interviews before the party members and a special committee set up for that purpose. The final pre-convention event, a town hall meeting, was held Thursday night with contenders for the political leadership of the party forming the panel. NDC said it is setting the trend as the country's first political party to hold its convention and election virtually. Ms. Joseph said party members are expected to emerge from the convention inspired, energized, and ready to build Grenada. The contenders have all pledged to party members and delegates that after Sunday, the new leadership team will be ready to lead and ready to win. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
It's that time of the year when owners of fishing vessels throughout the state of Grenada are given an opportunity to ensure that their vessels are licensed and properly equipped to operate. Chrislena John shares this story with us.
Annual inspection of registered fishing vessels begins on Monday, November 1st. This will be carried out at 16 locations across the state of Grenada. This is to ensure safety and compliance. Chief Fisheries Officer George Phillips says Section 11 of the Fisheries Act 1986 mandates the license and certification of vessels before they can commence or continue their trade at sea.
It's imperative that all local fishing vessel be inspected, and that certificate that will be issued upon successful completion of inspection is valid for 12 months. Without passing inspection and having a certificate that will give you a license, a fisher folk will not be entitled to fuel rebate or concession. And at the same time too, you'll be breaking the law, because to be able to go out in our waters, you must be registered, you must be licensed, and one of the conditions for getting a license is inspection.
Each vessel must be equipped with adequate functioning equipment to pass the inspection.
Like jackets for each fish on board. Day and night, you should have smoke-handled flares, canister orange. You should have a supply of matches, VHF radio, handheld base mount, compass, handheld, bailers capable of removing water from the vessel. You should have a minimum of about 3 O's. You should have portable global positioning system, also known as GPS, working navigational lights, mirror reflectors, spare tools like spare plug or spark plug.
Vessels 10 to 29 feet are required to pay a license fee of $5, while those 30 feet and over, $15. Chrislena John, GBN News.
Minister of Finance Gregory Bowen says while Grenada has a very low emissions level compared to other countries around the world, human emissions of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases are a primary driver of climate change and present one of the world's most pressing challenges. The minister hopes that their action plan to transition to renewable energy in the next few years will decrease the country's emissions level by 40% or less.
Small private person or home have the wherewithal to purchase these vehicles. We believe that 20 to 30% with the proper incentive, working with our external partners, might be able to enter into it. If all of us, we say in the region, move for that, you'll see people coming towards us, because we will be able to purchase renewable equipment at the scale that will make a big plant in India, in China or something, say, let us look to the region. We have, what, $100 billion worth of water there, as opposed to Little Grenada by itself.
Minister Bowen says while it is possible to move to 100% renewable energy, it can pose a challenge to the ordinary man in purchasing certain vehicles. He believes a collective approach within the Caribbean region will make a better impact than individual countries when it comes to tackling such issues.
The 40% reduction translates into 100% change into renewables, so nothing from the power plant. We have 50% of our emissions coming from the electricity sector and 50% coming from transportation. If we could move easier, much easier, I agree with you, with the electricity sector 100%. And we're looking at 20% of the transport sector to move into renewables. So the 100 electricity, 20%. 30 some people say, but we say it's a bit ambitious.
The UK will host the 26th UN Climate Change Conference of the Parties in Glasgow from Sunday until November 12th. COP26 will take place with the aim of hastening action towards the goal of the Paris Agreement and the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. Climate Resilience Minister Simon Steele will lead a delegation to COP26 in Glasgow. In other news, Republic Bank Grenada Limited is among the 8 banks across the region that have qualified for the ECCU Bank of the Year awards this year. Rena Pear-Thomas has the details.
The entire Caribbean community is called upon to cast their vote for the 2021 Eastern Caribbean Currency Union Bank of the Year Awards. The ECCU Bank of the Year Awards recognizes the commercial banks which have made outstanding contributions to the overall development of the people they serve through everyday business practices. This year, the banks will be recognized for their outstanding contributions in the categories of customer service, financial education and empowerment, technological innovation, and pandemic and banking. CIBC Antigua and Barbuda, Antigua Commercial Bank, Bank of St. Lucia, National Commercial Bank of Anguilla, St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, CIBC St. Lucia, First National Bank of St. Lucia, and Republic Bank Grenada Limited are the finalists considered for this year's award. A panel of judges selected by the ECCB will assess all information provided by the banks outlining their contribution and participation in the respective categories using a point system amounting to 100 for each category. The bank that amasses the highest score in each category will receive the ECCU Bank of the Year award in the respective category. The general public can do their part by voting for their bank in the different categories online. The ECCU Bank of the Year award is the only one of its kind in the ECCB member countries. The awardees will be announced via the ECCU media and published on the ECCB website and social media platforms. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear-Thomas reporting.
Thank you, Rena, and stay with us, viewers. The weather is up next, followed by the sports and, of course, our probe around the globe.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sanatogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Clarisil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open Hills and Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills and Valley, your health is our business. Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock, private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Let's take a look at what tonight's weather is going to be like. The minimum temperature will be 26 degrees Celsius. The weather is expected to be generally fair and hazy, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief early morning showers. Winds will be east-northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. There's a warning of haze advisory in effect. The public and marine sectors should take the necessary precautions. Seas are expected to be slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. A marine advisory is also in effect due to low visibility. Tides will be low at 7 p.m. and high at 1 a.m. Looking ahead to Saturday, sunrise will be at 6 a.m. sharp, sunset 5:43 p.m. Generally fair, hazy and breezy conditions are expected, becoming partly cloudy at times, with a possible isolated morning and nighttime showers. Then on Sunday, sunrise also 6 a.m., sunset 5:43 p.m. Generally fair, hazy and breezy conditions are expected, becoming partly cloudy at times with a few brief evening and nighttime showers. Then on Monday, sunrise 6 a.m., sunset 5:53 p.m. Generally fair and breezy conditions are expected, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with a few brief to widely scattered morning and nighttime showers. And that's it for tonight's weather report and forecast. Stay tuned. Sports is up next. Good evening, sporting fans. Let's ball off this evening with cricket. West Indies fans, some good news. The regional team held their nerves to record a 3-1 run win over Bangladesh at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium on Friday. Chasing a target of 148 in a Group 1 game of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, Bangladesh mustered 9 runs in the final over when 13 was required for a win. Bangladesh set about the task diligently, but a slow pitch and some steady bowling from the Windies kept them on a tight leash. Leighton Das, 40, strung together 2 partnerships to steer Bangladesh towards the target, but couldn't get them over the line. Nicholas Pooran struck a 22-ball 40 to revive a struggling West Indies innings as they went on to post 147 for 7 in 20 overs. A 57-run 5th wicket stand between Pooran and Roston Chase, who anchored the innings well, helped the West Indies reach a fighting total, and the bowlers defended it well, handing the regional squad the victory. Still in cricket, despite scoring an unbeaten century for Team Blackwood on day 2 of the best versus best match at the Coolidge Cricket Ground in Antigua on Thursday, Nkrumah Bonner said spending time at the crease was more important to him as he prepares for the West Indies' upcoming tour to Sri Lanka scheduled for later this year. Bonner, resuming on his overnight score of 90, went on to score 166 not out as Team Blackwood, resuming from 234 for 4, declared at 384 for 6. During Bonner's marathon stay at the crease, he found a useful partnership in Raymond Reefer as the pair put on 134 for the 5th wicket before the latter was run out for 72. Hamilton was dismissed by Jaden Seals next over, but Bonner and Joseph added another 31 runs before the declaration came. And finally, we move to football. Real Sociedad moved to the top of La Liga with a 2-0 win at Celta Vigo. Sociedad have been the surprise package of the season and extended their unbeaten run to 10 games, moving 3 points ahead of Real Madrid, who have a game in hand at the summit.
It would require a goal in the second half to decide this fixture between Celta Vigo and Real Sociedad. Alexander Isak had the easy job of tapping this into the back of the net after earlier assisting with the play. No offside on this occasion, 1-0 Sociedad. And in the 79th minute, Aritz Elizondo found his boot at the end of a corner to secure a 2-0 result for Sociedad. They have a 3-point lead over Real Madrid, who still have a game in hand. Madrid will next be in action on Saturday. Over to the Serie A, and it's a left footer that got Napoli on the score sheet against Bologna. It came off the foot of Fabian Ruiz in the 18th minute. Bologna's trouble continued after a hand was used to prevent supposedly goal number 2, and the referee saw. Lorenzo Insigne had little trouble in putting this one into the back of the net after 41 minutes. He would be at it again. He was the finisher on the night. 3-0 the final score in this encounter as Napoli climbed to the top of the table ahead of the 2 Milans. Sergio Dufour, TP6 Sport.
And that's all the sports news for now. Stay with us. Regional and international developments are up next. One Caribbean hookup begins in Guyana, where the Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony, announced that the National COVID-19 Task Force is considering implementing a fully vaccinated mandate for citizens there and for people entering Guyana. Here is more from Kendall Richmond.
Currently, persons entering Guyana can do so with a single dose of a COVID-19 vaccine and/or access all public buildings. But this can all change when the new gazetted COVID-19 guidelines are released at the end of October. This is according to the Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony, during his COVID-19 update on Thursday, as he noted that in Guyana, a person is considered vaccinated if they have at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. However, this is not the case in other countries. To this end, the COVID-19 Task Force is presently examining whether it will implement a fully vaccinated mandate. On another note, following the minister's statement on Wednesday that persons are not returning for their second doses, it was revealed on Thursday that thousands of doses of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccines are on the verge of expiring in the upcoming month. The minister warned that if persons do not come forward for the vaccines by the end of November, the vaccines will expire. Referring to the situation as unfortunate, the minister stated that once these vaccines expire, there will be no AstraZeneca doses in stock until the government receives another shipment or purchases same. It is estimated that more than 55,000 people are due to receive their second dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine. In September, a definitive decision was taken by the Ministry of Health to halt the administration of AstraZeneca first doses, since half of the over 200,000 doses of the vaccine that arrived in Guyana since February was set aside for second doses. Meanwhile, 380,257 adults, or 74.1% of the adult population, have received the first dose of a COVID-19 vaccine, while 241,211 adults, or 47%, have received both doses. With regards to adolescent vaccination campaign, 27,193 adolescents, or 37.3% of the adolescent population, have received a first dose of the Pfizer shot, while 17,868 adolescents, or 24.5% of the adolescents, have received both shots. For the HGP Nightly News, Kendall Richmond.
Meanwhile, Antigua and Barbuda continues to be on the avant-garde of vaccination identification technology. Minister for Information Technology, the Honorable Melford Nicholas, has announced QR codes on vaccination ID cards are ready for activation. The Cabinet witnessed the new technology firsthand earlier this week. We get the details in this report.
The latest update on vaccination cards that stores the holder's information on an online secured database is complete. The system also allows for quick and easy validation, so says Information Technology Minister Honorable Melford Nicholas. The Cabinet of Antigua and Barbuda was treated to a demonstration of the QR code technology during Wednesday's Cabinet meeting.
We were able to demonstrate to the Cabinet yesterday that we have now commenced the process of activating the QR codes on the ID cards.
Antigua and Barbuda will be among pioneering countries availing their citizens of this system.
Over the coming days, all of the persons who have been equipped with these cards are going to be able to, wherever they go in the world, to present their cards, and whoever wishes to know to get electronic certification will be able to obtain that.
Individuals who have received their doses off island will also be able to receive a vaccination card.
Of course, it works as well for persons who live here in the jurisdiction and who have acquired vaccinations from abroad. What we have been able to do is to get them to register those vaccinations, those vaccine certificates with us, and then we're able to issue them with a card as well.
When the QR code is scanned, it gives authorized agencies access to a live database with a real-time vaccination status. It will be deployed for use within 2 weeks. Shanikisha Francis, ABS News.
And now let's move internationally. A British trawler has been seized by France and another has been fined amid an escalated row over post-Brexit fishing rights. France's Minister of the Sea, Anne Garden, announced the seizure 1 day after the French government threatened sanctions against Britain in the lingering dispute that has stirred emotions on both sides of the English Channel for months. Al Jazeera's Andrew Simmons reports.
A British trawler seized by French maritime police who say the crew was fishing for scallops without a permit. That's denied by its owners. It may sound like a small incident, but it's symptomatic of something much bigger. A potential escalation in a post-Brexit fishing rights dispute that's causing much more than a ripple in UK-French relations. It cites, for example, Jersey, the British Crown dependency, only accepting a third of the fishing permit applications from France. The threats go beyond banning British trawlers from offloading their catches at French ports, because this only amounts to a small proportion of exports. Without a settlement of the dispute before next Tuesday, there'll be rigorous French customs checks on incoming cargo, and they won't be restricted to seafood. But Britain isn't offering any concessions. This isn't the first time the fishing rights issue has flared up. In May, French trawlers blockaded the main port in Jersey. The British and French deployed a naval presence during the protests. This time, France seems unwilling to back down on demands. France is also working on a second round of sanctions if they're needed, and that could mean a reduction of electricity supplies to the UK. Jersey is 95% dependent on French power. Andrew Simmons, Al Jazeera.
And that's it for our probe around the globe. A review of the top stories is next. Looking back at what made the news, 24-year-old Guyanese national Shanann Ambrose charged with non-capital murder after allegedly confessing to poisoning her lover, a Grenadian. The National Democratic Congress to elect its political leader this weekend. Medical doctor Francis Martin encourages Grenadians with respiratory illnesses and sensitive skin to protect themselves from exposure to particles from the Sahara dust and volcanic ash. In Around the Globe, Guyana's COVID-19 task force considering implementing a fully vaccinated mandate for people entering the country. Internationally, a British trawler seized by France. In sports, West Indies defeat Bangladesh by 3 runs in do-or-die match of the T20 World Cup 2021. That's the end of the GBN News for today, Friday, October 29th, 2021. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. On behalf of the entire GBN News team, I am Blossom Alexis Welsh, wishing you a safe and enjoyable weekend.